We zoom in. Ruins of Eldar is the blue one we're currently in right now. What you want to look at is like the overall trend of the humps. Are they any different? Because of course there's more players playing on a larger patch. It's more like how much does it drop off? Is it dropping off less? Because they have a higher start point, right? They have a higher total amount of net players at the beginning. It drops off harder proportionally here. Honestly, I'm looking at this and it's not that significant. Scroll down. Compared, percent of current players compared to day one current players. Also, this is scaled to be relative. Yeah, so I was trying to do this manually with my brain, and this is about what I was looking at. So it's not massively increased, is it? Like, you would kind of hope to see a massive divergence here, right? If the end game was significantly better, you should see a trend, right, that would not fall down as steeply because it's retaining players better. So we're looking at this. Definitely, I mean, you look here. Tracking. Oh, man, they really hated Rise of the Abyssal at this point. What the fuck happened there? The fuck did they hate dude, whatever happened here? I don't know what the fuck happened there. So this is the net change of all the end-game changes, right? Right here. This little gap. And the question is, does it diverge further as it goes on, or what happens? This is not being a viewer, Andy. This is like looking at like what are the in-game changes doing? Is it retaining players better or not? And I'm looking at this. It's retaining players slightly better. 42% versus, so it's 8% better. So right now there is 48% of so we're at 48%. Whereas the other league, so you're not counting legal. So I feel like early access on full release, obviously it's kind of like the game's brand new. There's tons of new players coming in. It's better to compare it versus the other ones. So you got, 43 versus 48, 40 versus 48, 32 versus 48. So you look at like the launching numbers, and obviously tons of people are going to try it out because it's early access new. And then the rest, and a bunch of the people who played it then are then going to be saying, hey, I will come back later. I mean, that's pretty significant, isn't it? And then you consider, okay, they can see they're clearly making the game better for the people who are currently playing. And then on top of that, you're going to have a ton of people come back for 1.0. And I think 1.0 is going to like really just, a bunch of people are then going to come back and then try that new in-game and they're going to love it. Do you think, though, wait a minute. Do you think the elevated player retention could just be because they're actively patching the game and not be because of the in-game changes? Because they've done multiple large patches, which makes it feel more fresh. And it changes, because what day is this? Day 11. Whatever. True, it could just be the fact that it takes 11 days for people to get to maps. And then usually people would quit, but actually they didn't. Now do PoE1. Keeperishly, what are we looking at? Why am I doing PoE1? What for? What for? Settlers League. This is just because of the D4 hype. Settlers League is because of D4 hype. And then into PoE2 hype. That's why Settlers League went crazy. Legit. It's kind of like irrelevant. This is all Affliction League. Yo, Affliction League had crazy retention. What the hell? Wait, that's so weird. Affliction League kind of started off weak. Yo, what did they do in Affliction League that made people fucking play that hard? Oh, it was just a good league because of all the ascendancy options, right? I feel like it was all those additional ascendancy things you could do. True, the loot was there. There's a lot of loot. They had the Abyss thing. Yeah, they're disgusting Abyss exploiters. Am I right, guys? Holy yikes, dude. You can also look at the PoE2 Reddit. Have a little gaze. Just see what the vibe is on this PoE2 Reddit. Lucky drop an expedition. 5 Murzik Landra. Oh, yeah? Yeah, that's not bad loot, hey? That's not bad loot. Just 5 mirrors, as you do. Fucking Fitz was freaking out, man. Fitz was freaking out. Show me the tiers as well, please, GG. True. I actually thought that exact thing. I was like, wait, what tier is this? And I didn't know how good the tier was. Is anyone else feeling find the Rogue XLs using the mini because they can't see them? Yo, these guys' feedback is insanely good. Wait, they've got really good feedback right now. Like, what? The exact same tier thing? True? And then dude, every time I fight these exiles, I bitch about that, going, man, I can't even see the exile. Where is he? Do you guys just fight him with a mini map? Dude, Reddit is on point today. New player here. Is there a reason all these things don't stack? And there's no auto sort. Okay, how was a tier? Okay. Wait, I get what he's saying. He's like, I guess the tier 3 gems, right? Like 2 tier 3 gems could stack, technically. Nah, you gotta feel the weight of the items. They feel more tangible, for sure. The runes are stacking, though. What is the rule? Like, unmodifiable items that don't have value ranges stack. Wait, why don't support gems stack at the same tier? Oh, it's because they're all the same item with different tiers. They are modifiable. So this is just a skill gem, and it's just got a tier that is the level of the gem. Whereas this is a rune that has, it's not like, the runes are actually different item base types. Whereas this is just gem. If you play free, you are a noob. What I saw is, you're not feeling the weight, bro. What are you talking about? So the issue is this, right? People think they want every item to just automatically store in some magical compartment straight away the second you loot it, and it just goes to some spreadsheet somewhere, and it just, like, you know, you just have those items, right? That's what you think you want. But actually, what you don't realize is going to the town and managing your items and managing your loot is a part of the game that is separate from the combat, which actually makes the game more replayable and more fun because you're actually holding, you've got the items. They feel like things that you've looted, and you're putting them in your stash, and you're sorting the stuff that you want versus what you don't want. You think you want it to just instantly poof into dust, and you just get points, and then you just craft. And what happens is the game just turns into slop. The town rotation is a huge part of the game, and you know, going back, no one's saying that. Well, that's what he's saying. Well, if you hit a button that instantly auto sorts and everything stacks, think about it. What are you talking about? And every time you get a quality of life feature, basically just look at D4. Look at D4 and then give a feel how items feel. Chris Wilson has a great podcast on this, by the way. You should check it out. I'm feeling the weight. Can do XLs. Chill with the Valors. Oh, nah. What the hell? He vowed it, bro. Nah, the Rogue XL had a T1 rarity. And he fucking vowed it, bro. They fixed it? It's fixed. Dude, that's so sad for that guy. GG, this screen does a bad job explaining Standard versus Challenge League. Wait, let me think here. I know nothing about the game. I'm a koala bear. Okay, Standard. The default game mode. Okay, it's the first time playing the game. I want to play the default mode, right? I want to play vanilla default mode. So for that go. Okay. Runes of Elder! Discover the origins of the runes and unlock their true power. The default Challenge League. Do you know what? If I was playing the game for the first time, I would probably pick Standard. To me, this looks like some weird DLC shit. If I'm a koala bear and I've just retarded by myself, I'd see this and I'd be like, oh, I just want to play the vanilla game. I don't want to play the DLC. That's what I would think. And then I would just pick the Standard League and then I would cook myself. But then maybe it kind of is like that. Thing is, if you play Standard League, you're probably fine, right? As your first experience. It's not like it would ruin the league for yourself because you're not. But then when you figure out what Standard League is and what you've done, you'd be like, ah, fuck. Because it sounds like this to me, if I retardify myself, it sounds like a harder version of the game and a DLC. Yeah, I could see them reworking that. You should for sure incentivize people to go into the other league, I think. The current state of the PoE2 community. Dude, the feedback, Reddit feedback on the Path to XL2 Reddit has been, like, very good and very reasonable, which is unlike them. Normally they're just crying about, like, useless shit, but they're actually just giving reasonable feedback. Like, every single one of their posts has just been reasonable feedback so far, like, actually good stuff. Oh, except the guy about stacking stuff. Okay, the guy that's stacking, dude. Well, he's just asking a question, though, right? The current state of the PoE2 community. You can go play what I like. You can go play what I like. Okay, Excel, Sheets, 30DH, 15 perfect mod, tablets, perfect layouts, city maps, only waystone crafting, temple snaking, made mod, HH mandatory. Yeah, you're pathetic if that's what you think. True. This is true. This is true, by the way. Petition to remove the siren boss from Endgame maps. Wait, what? Why? Why would you want to remove the titties? What? Forcing us to stare at a wall for 30 seconds straight in the middle of a boss fight should be illegal, especially supposed to be fast-paced designed in-game. At least every player gives... You don't have to stare at the wall, you can zoom in on her chest. Down vote this, up vote that guy, bro. The reason you vote a tanky character. Dude, imagine trying to get, like, the best boss in the game removed, bro. This is how I pray for crafting luck. I don't get it. Me neither. I'm thinking the head, he's trying to make like a suit. Like he's trying to put the head on the I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. The breaststone is the hands praying. Oh, okay, but wait, what are the Vals? The feet of Varlorbs. I get the head was supposed to be on the torso there. Okay, so the breach is hands praying. Okay, I see it. Okay. Anyone think this would be nice quality of life? Saved searches. Yep, fair enough, fair enough. Almost 6 hours of playtime with a job. About 500 farm, 4 characters deep into the T16 and still haven't finished Chance 10 patch. 6 hours daily playtime. Okay, that's... With a job? With a job. Yeah, to be honest, that's literally me. Wait, what? 6 hours? Wait, with a job, 6 hours? Yeah, I could do more. I could do more. With the kids, you can't do it, though. Yeah, obviously with kids, you can't do that. I do way more than 6 hours myself, to be honest with you. Like, I'm playing right now. I'm playing right now, bro. What are you talking about? I play as much as my life allows me to. Okay, whatever, dude. What's this? Okay, he bought an exceptional obliterator bow base with 3 sockets and 23% qual for 7 divines, I think, and then proceeded to burn 35 divines on Nelvin orbs just to try land T1, T2 fizz%. It never happened. A triple requirements, leech, life on kill, and that's just one step in the process. If things didn't go well, he would have to start all over and break the item completely. It made me realize that I never want to engage with crafting ever. Then don't! Then let someone else do it and make the item for you, and they can make a profit, and you just buy it. Shit, bro. Pretty simple. Okay. All right. We're getting down to the lower parts of the. We're getting to the lower parts of Reddit now at this point. Yeah. No, we're really at the bottom. Okay, we're really at the bottom of the case. So yeah, do you know what? That wasn't as bad as I was expecting. I thought, like, you know, the Reddit's usually pretty fucking bad, but actually that Reddit was pretty reasonable. And I want to say the majority of what they were asking for and talking about was fucking super reasonable.